short video, I will explain to you the application which I recently created that does some features of the Excel VBA tool which I created before, but this one is a much more friendly way which I have utilized using Python. So in order to start this, I'll explain to you in a step-by-step how to use it and how this application works. So first of all, let's start from the beginning. So this application is an application file, executable file. So once you open it, it has this username. So once I open it, I find this format, which starts here with have to input the file. So once I start inputting the file, this file is actually the file from the Primavera data. So I have to go here to Primavera, and let's say this is the schedule which I will be working on in this video. So let's expand all and select all, and then Control C, and then I will go to my download, and here I will create a new Excel sheet. In this Excel sheet, I will put everything here. And this one, it's on a specific format that shows activity ID, status, and name, original duration, start, finish, percentage completion, and actual cost, remaining duration, and total float. Once I did that, I will just go here in my tool, and I will, in inputting the file, this file is already, I have to save it in that destination. So let's save the file first. Now I'll be putting all this file here. So let's call this file the file that will be converted. So, and you can name it whatever you want. Once this file is finished, I will close it, and here I'll browse and go to my downloads. This is the file which I recently created. I will just select it. In this step, I will first I will choose the first option, which will be basically just changing the format to look like the Primavera file. Here, if I can also choose the second one in the same step, which will add the conditional formatting to highlight any changes in order to start inputting your update to the schedule. So if I click apply here, it will tell you that this has been successfully done. It has been successfully done in the same location, but it's with that name. So I have to go here. I'll find this. I could have chosen any other location or any other name manually from here. But anyway, I can rename it whatever I want. Let's call it formatted. So let's keep this one. Once I open it, I will see that this is my Excel workbook has been formatted in the way that I want, and also ready for inputting the update. So here I have done some random check once I put in my input. So here, let's say this was my cutoff date, which was 29th of January 2020. So here I have to go and put in my update. Since the cutoff date was almost end of January, so I'll put in my update in February. Let's say this activity has started in 6th of February. I see now it's highlighted. Let's say this activity is 50% complete. Here, let's say I put some invalid date, which is a mistake. I'm expecting to see this as a mistake. Let's say for this activity, for example, I give it a start date on 7th of February, and I give it a completion date on 15th of February with a percentage completion of 100%. Let's say this is my 3 update just for simplicity, and if this is fine for me for updating, I saved and I can close it, or I cannot close it, whatever I want, because I here tend to use the Python to not work on the existing file I'm working on. It creates a separate file which will not showing any kind of error or anything during the process. So here I will choose the select one, and I have to go here in the input file. This time I will choose that file as an input. Here it doesn't matter if I choose a location, because here it will ask me to pick a new location. But here, if you want to select your location, select the location and call it checked, but it will ask you again to do that. So once I click here, now I'll be doing February update. So I have to put February. So here I'll put February, and let's say 28, 2020. And let's say this is my update. And this is just confirmation of the data date. And here it will show me where I should save it. So let's call it checked. Now this file is finished, and it shows me if I want to open it. Let's say yes. This is the file after checking for any errors. And let's see here. For this one, I've added more than percentage completion is more than 100. So it shows me an error here. It's not valid. And for this activity, it has an invalid start date, which is correct. For this one, it has an error, but I can accept it, because this one will be shifted by Primavera, so no problem. So if I want to accept this as a change and no problem with it, I can go to this activity. So I have saved here the color coding, which I have used, which is 255, which is using the RGB. Of course, you are aware of this RGB. So if I use here, this is 255, and this is 153, and this is 0. So if I close this one, you see it has now the same color. So it doesn't matter the font. The font color is not important. So here that means I accept this as an error, and I want it to be transferred to my Primavera. No problem. For this one, I want to fix it. So let's say I will remove 2 of these, and I will accept this one by choosing the color. That means I accept this as a change, no problem with it. So once I did all my changes and I want this is the final one, and I accept it, I will just click save, and I will close this file, and I will get back here, and I will choose the last one, which is the import and update. Before choosing that, I have to go to Primavera, and I have to export, to Excel. I have here made this form. This format I have to export my spreadsheet to. So just click OK and click next. I will click here. I will open downloads. This is what we are working, and I will choose this one as exported, because this one is exported from Primavera to not have any confusion. So once this one is finished, I will get back to the tool. While this one is selected, I have to go to browse this time, and I have to put here, the input here will be the file that has been checked already. So this is a checked file, and this is the import. Okay, apply. And now it should tell me here, select Excel file exported from Primavera. So I have to select this one. That's why I call it exported. And here it gives me a summary of what I have updated. I have here updated 2 start dates, 1 finish date, 2% completion, 0 remaining duration, and 0 cost. Total updates is 5. I click OK. This is I accept it. And I here have to save the uploaded file that will be going to Primavera. Let's call this file imported file, which will go to Primavera. So once it's done here, I'll just click OK and just give me confirmation that has been done. So last thing I have to do, I have to go here, select file, import, spreadsheet, next. go to my downloads and click on import it and click next on updating existing project. Now there I have no errors. Let's check now that the things that I have updated, it's already reflected. Let's open the checked file. So once I open it here, let's check this one, for example. Let's go to Primavera. Let's check that activity. It is now start date of 6th of February as I told, and also 50% completion. So everything is reflected. Also from the tool, after updating the schedule, let's say I want to see the Gantt chart. So I have created a Gantt chart. I still expecting more enhancement to the Gantt chart, but it's already there. So let's check it also. So I have to pick here the file that has been formatted already, and I just click create Gantt chart. It asks me about the cutoff date here to show the data date on the Gantt chart. Let's say this Gantt chart has a cutoff date of it's 29th of January, so I have to pick 1/29/2020, and I just click OK. And this one, let's call it Gantt chart. Let's see the file. And here this is the status bar. In case it's taking long time, you can see the status or the progress of the process. Now let's click yes. And I can now see here that's the Gantt chart. Show me the legend, completed activities, and non-critical and critical. And I can see here that's my Gantt chart, and that's the cutoff date, which I can see the activities after the cutoff date. So this is just something like simple I created. Also in the last thing here regarding how this application works, I've created just a guide. So if I want here, I can just say here, let's call it the manual, and let's just select that. Now I have to select the folder. So let's select this folder. Once I select the folder, it will open this Excel sheet. Shows a step-by-step what is the feature that this one is doing, the workflow, and this one for the formatting, this one for the checking and the validations, and this one for the how to import to P6, and this one for Gantt chart and how it works. So please, I need your feedback to the tool, and if there is any way to enhance it. My plan is for now is to add some more checkbox here for more features such as S-curve or histograms, which sometimes it's taken time from planning engineers who are trying to creating some baselines in their schedules, and also this histogram and S-curve. These are going to be my first two things I'll be working on. Mainly this tool has been created using Python. It's better and more user-friendly than VBA. My last goal here is to start using and adding some APIs which interacting directly with Primavera, which is also I'm currently working on. I hope I'll have your feedback, and also your if there's any way or any feature you would like to add, please let me know. I'll be waiting for your comments. Thank you very much.